Yes,
Hello,
Sorry, I'll put you off, Mo.
Hello, I'm
Go ahead.
reporting live from the scene of the crime from Beirut. One and only Mo. What's been going on, bro?
So I was in Cannes today, just having fun, enjoying the weather in Cannes.
Was it tinny?
Then tinny, I don't know what that means.
The can. Oh,
Ah, okay.
What
Then drove across the borders to Italy to eat some pasta and stuff, and then came back to where I'm in Monaco.
sorry, Jess, you're hearing this, yeah? This done, right? So he was in Saint-Tropez, then he's gone to Monaco. He just drove across the border to Italy to eat some pasta, and now I'm back in Monaco. Oh, you know how it is.
Yeah, you know how it is. How the other half live.
This guy.
Who's your sugar daddy, Mo?
It's an amazing weather here.
Who's your sugar daddy? Who's funding all of this?
Sugar mama.
Your wife, yeah? What's his name? What's his name?
Emma, what's his name?
His name? What's his name?
Your wife's name? What's his name?
No. Whoa, this is going. Oh, right then.
What?
Yasmin.
Yes.
It's nothing now.
Yashin.
You could go to my
Hi guys,
Facebook.
welcome to Never a Foul. Please smash a like.
You can go to my Facebook.
No, you're
Nothing to
We are
hide.
live,
You
by
can-
the way, just to confirm, we are live.
If you go to my Facebook, you'll see that I'm married. I'm a married guy with my wife.
I like
you
this.
never know what they
It's,
identify as.
it's all right. I don't care. Like,
Whoa,
if you want to
don't
find
let
me,
us-
come find me.
Oh, yeah, in Monaco. Can't
Or-
get near him.
or
He's
is
got
he in
bodyguards
Cannes?
round him
Or
and
is
that.
he in Italy eating pasta? We don't know where you are, Mo.
It's guy.
To be honest, yesterday I went to Buddha Bar. I know you guys know Buddha Bar. People,
No.
Buddha Bar in London, I think.
Sounds rich.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It was the most overrated, expensive dinner I've had in my life. It's Asian fusion. It is so overrated. It's unbelievable. Like, it is so bad. Like, the value
should
for money.
Come get my cooking, Mo, man. My cooking's elite.
Wait. You was in London yesterday. You were
No.
in Italy earlier.
No. Buddha Bar is in everywhere. Buddha Bar is. You know Buddha Bar. Has anybody heard of Buddha Bar?
No, I've heard of Buddha Lounge. I've never heard of Buddha Bar, but I'm sure there's a place called Buddha Bar. There's also many places called like
You could just look it up.
the
Look
Red
it up.
Lion.
If
like,
people in the chat, probably someone knows what Buddha Bar is. It's in Monaco.
No,
it's in
we
Paris.
us on YouTube. We don't have no rich people around here.
I've got Morley's.
I'm not,
and I've,
bro.
and I've-
It's no shit.
Wait, Dixie
You
chicken
guys
and that.
know me. That's a guys know that I'm not rich. You guys know for sure.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, my 2 pairs of sliders that you brought me as a present suggest otherwise, but yeah. Whatever.
I'm still prepared to sell them. That's how poor I am. You know what I mean?
But anyway, this is the most random start to a show we have ever had.
Yeah,
And
100%.
by the way,
And
I'm still
it's
in the
not
same
even a
terrace,
Saturday.
and I'm still in the same terrace, and the dog might just walk
It's a dog here. Jess, the other day, this dog just walked up on Mo while he was on a stream, and you should have seen his face. He was going, "There's a dog stood right by me, looking at me," and I was like,
Do you know what it was? Because I know it's in some places around the world, Mo, no disrespect, okay, that dog is a delicacy. So were you thinking dinner time again, or what were you thinking when you saw the dog? Just to be clear.
So if you grow up in Egypt, we have a lot of stray dogs, and stray dogs have territories. And if you're a stranger walking at night, and I was a night guy walking from the coffee shop at night, the dog wouldn't let you in the neighborhood.
Oh, I
Literally.
see.
They would
Okay.
tear you apart. You'll have to have somebody.
Guys,
So
sorry. Why are we talking about dogs on a football stream? This is going.
It's just introductions, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mo, to cut you off, but we're in a weird place right now that I don't want to be in.
Let's switch it up then. Wave says, "What do you think of Pep getting that England job?" Not happening.
Never gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
"Do you know what? If and when he does leave City, so he's got another year and
wanted to
3/4
manage
left.
England.
Yeah, but for me, if he was to leave City, that would be. I'd like him to go England, but I don't think it's going to happen. But when he leaves England, he's going to want to go elsewhere, isn't it?
I think
He'll probably want to have some time.
You know,
off.
I see Pep coaching Germany.
See, for me, I kind of agree with you more because for me, if
been
Pep
in Germany,
going to be at a team with loads of money and no history, he's going to have to be at a nation with a big pool of talent. So this is France, this is England. Who else has a big pool of talent in the nation?
Brazil up and coming.
Brazil.
Yeah, but Brazil. I think Brazil. I know that he wants to manage. He's said before that he'd like to manage in South America, but I think Brazil hasn't Ancelotti got the Brazil.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Maybe
But
I think Pep will take time off. I think Pep will take time off when he leaves.
Yeah.
I think he'll take a year or two off.
Where can he go?
Everybody thinks it's a Spain. It's not Spain. He's from Catalonia, and he's not gonna.
Nah, he'll never manage Spain because of the whole. And if you look into it, it's not just like that. He's Barcelona. He's Catalonia. He's Catalonia to the point where when there was big protests in that there, his planes were being when he was leaving Spain. His plane was being searched. He was doing speeches at the rallies and whatever. He will never, ever, ever manage Spain. Never, not a chance in hell.
Where can he go in terms of like leagues? Okay, he's done Germany. Okay, he's not going to go back to, but they haven't got money. This is a man as good as he is. Let's have money. Are you sure about this?
National teams don't have money.
No. I'm talking about club teams first and foremost. Yeah. So he can't go back to Germany because he's done Bayern already. He can't go anywhere in England. Spain, he can't go to Madrid. He's not going to go back to Barca. Italy don't have any money anywhere. Okay, the only place is PSG or Al Hilal or Al Ettifaq.
He'll go to Italy.
But there's no money there. He can't
He
spend the money.
He doesn't need money to win a day. He goes to Juventus, get all the players that he wants because of everything, and it will happen.
Pep needs money to win.
I don't know, man. But as for England, I'd like to see it in England, but I can't see it happening.
Yeah. No, I don't see it.
But what are we talking about today?
I'm confused, bro. I'm actually confused.
I don't worry, Ziad. Relax.
Welcome, Ziad. Is it your debut on Never a Foul?
My second show.
Second show. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome. Nice to meet you.
Big up, Kaz, man.
If you don't know, Ziad is a Chelsea fan.
Ziad, nice to meet you, brother. My name is Jess. I only talk serious football. I don't.
Why are you speaking with that accent, bro?
Because, brother, you have to speak in the language that brothers
Big up Jess, big up Daps, big up Kaz, big up Mo, big up everyone.
Man lives in London, bro.
I'm
London boy, bro. I'm a London boy.
So I'm speaking in London accent. As I was saying.
Hello, my name is Jess.
Brother, listen, brother. You come to South London, we have good shawarma in South. It's not only West London.
Who speaks like that, man?
Like who, Sam, man? Yeah, like.
I want to make you feel comfortable, brother. I'm sorry.
I'm comfortable, bro.
Okay, cool.
We have shawarma. We have shisha.
Sounds like Borat. Mohammed says, yeah, because Bars had no history. He's calling you a waffler.
Wait, who's that to and what does that mean? Sorry, I don't understand.
There's only one waffler on the stream.
No. Explain.
I don't know. You have to wait for another super chat. Wave says, World Cup winner, he'll become Tom Brady.
What? Big up Lewis, my G, man. Big up Lewis. Tom Brady.
But yeah, man. Today we're going to be talking about, that's why Jess is kind of relatively here, is does Thomas Partey have a future at Arsenal? And then there's another injury at the long list of Chelsea's injuries with Lavia. We don't know what grade it is, though. So might be a little bit peak.
Didn't I see another injury from Chelsea as well?
Not too sure.
The name, I'm not...
Carney.
Is it?
He got injured. He got injured a while ago.
A long list of everything.
He got injured a while ago.
Yeah. Was he been injured for a minute?
Okay. Yeah.
And then obviously we're gonna hit up the debate of Declan Rice versus Caicedo. We got one massive Declan Rice fan here, and we got about four massive Caicedo fans. So it's not really a.
Hold on, are you putting me as a massive Caicedo fan?
Oh, 100%. Everyone knows.
I'm more of a Rice fan. I'm more of a Rice fan.
There we go.
I'll be real.
What's the Rice fan? What's the massive Rice fan, Kaz?
The fan that blows loads of rice at you.
Oh, is this why you want to be on the stream today?
Well, we just wanted to catch up with you, bro. I noticed you'd miscalled me, so I thought let's get him on the show.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm here to talk about Arsenal. You know, if we talk on Arsenal, we don't have a rep Arsenal. We get moaned at.
Guys, I'm a fan of football first and foremost. Yeah, my three
Not
loves
with
in
your
life.
Onana take, not with your absolute garbage Onana take that I saw on what's it called again?
Your fresh TV Sport.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that was
place.
horrendous, bro.
Do you want me? Should I go over that one more time just to clarify what I was saying?
Please do. I haven't seen it, so please let me know.
All right. So basically, what I was saying, Daps.
You guys called it wrong and strong.
What I was saying is, that teams will sit off United because Onana's got fantastic delivery. Okay, so if teams sitting off, there's not a lot of space for Rashford in behind to exploit. So Onana, as good as he is going to hurt United because teams aren't going to open up the space for Rashford. It was essentially that, and it's a garbage take.
No, it does make sense too.
No, it's a garbage take. Like this is the thing that's got Twitter and Cass going crazy.
I would say it probably gives people. It's like the whole when people say about Haaland dropping deep and getting more involved. It's like, but if he drops deep and gets more involved, then he brings the whole defense into midfield. And they're just little things that when you get players, it does give people something to think about.
That's a garbage take.
No.
How dare you have an opinion? How dare you have an opinion? That's garbage, man.
It's valid. No, it is valid. But I think so. If I was to look at how City would play against United, agreed. We love to pin them back, right? Get the ball, pin them back. But if we pin them back, he could bypass our midfield and go over the top. So then City might think, do you know what? We're gonna be a bit more. I wouldn't say City going to change the way they play against Man United, but I would say that they'd be a bit more weary that, do you know what? We have to be more vigilant for the balls over the top. Just more vigilant.
But that's what I said, and that's a garbage take.
Your whole take was you can have an opinion, but it was shit. It's simple as that.
We can all have opinions. Anyone can have an opinion.
That's all football YouTube is opinions.
Anyone has an opinion.
Yeah. Because everything else gets bypassed. This is what I mean when I think people don't actually watch enough football. Like saying
I didn't say it's been garbage. That's
no. You said he was a.
He just takes forever on the ball, bro. He takes his time on the ball.
What I said, was Onana is the problem. I didn't say he's bad because he's one of the best goalkeepers
that you need to talk to your fresh TV sport about, man. Maybe they try to do it.
Cassie's very sensitive at the moment, He's very sensitive.
I'm not sensitive. I just think, Cassie, you heard me say Onana, and immediately you United fans, Cassie, had your backs up and didn't hear the point I was making.
No, it's just maybe you got trimmed to what you actually said overall, and it didn't catch everything you
said. By the
way,
anyways, never mind.
But this is to you, Jess. Jess, your manager is Pep's son. Show him some respect.
My manager is Pep's son. These are the facts.
That's what he says.
No, because you are actually disrespecting Pep. You just said that Pep only manages teams. Let me finish, please. Because you said.
I'm in Monaco.
You said you took a dig at Pep, and you said only Pep manages teams with no history and with money. And that
don't put words in my mouth. Don't put.
I just ignored it.
I said he needs money, and let me explain. Okay, he came into Barcelona. He's managed 3 teams. Okay, he managed 3 teams. He came to Barcelona, who didn't use money to get their success. Okay, they had money, but they didn't use it. They had the golden and massive generation. Bayern Munich, money. They're 50+1 rule. Yeah, they're 50+1. Their shareholders, Adidas, Audi, and the last one. T-Mobile, T-Mobile. That's their 50. Did you know that, right? Yeah, they had money. They basically bought the league. He's come to Man City, another team that have got loads of money. So 2 out of his 3 teams that he's managed have got loads of money. These are the facts.
Yeah, let's be honest. If Pep decided to spend 10 years at a club to build, or 15 years, he'd make them supreme. He
would, because he's a great manager.
The mad thing is, we look at net spend, though. Arsenal are worse than City in the last.
By the way, Daps, and everyone here, I am an advocate against net spend because, as you know, net spend.
I bet you are, because now it's not working for your club anymore, is it?
Can I continue?
You may.
Thank you. So people need to understand that net spend is what you've spent after what you've sold. Okay, the better teams like Man City are going to have a lower net spend because they can sell players for a lot of money. Okay.
All right. So before, when we didn't have a good net spend, we were guilty, right? Now we've got a good net spend. It's we'll just switch it round because now Arsenal spend a whole heap of money.
No. Daps, you misinterpret what I'm saying. Yeah, as a whole, yeah, net spend takes into account players sold. Like United, unfortunately, have got a terrible net spend. Yeah, okay, only because no one's buying their players. Okay, that's what it is.
That's not our problem. That's no one's problem.
It's no one's problem.
You shouldn't have bought those dead players in the first place.
Not you lot. I'm not a United fan.
Arsenal fan.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah,
72 million Pepe. Pepe went for 8 million. That's 72 to 8 is mad. I'm not
Arsenal ain't got no players they can
we
sell.
establish something, Jess, about Bayern Munich? I just looked at.
go on, Ziad.
Jesus. He's been doing some research in Monaco.
No. I just looked because he said something about Pep and Bayern. Bayern has money, yes, but Pep, I think the first season spent 60 million euros. Second season spent 50 million euros. That's not money.
However,
that's not money.
No, it's not, Mo. It's not a lot of money. However, it's a lot of money in contrast to what the rest of the league spend. Look at the next competitor. Since you're going to do your research, yeah,
bro,
for the same time period, Mo, hear me out. Hear me out. For the same time period, look at what the next teams in Germany spent. I guarantee you, it's nowhere near 60 million. I guarantee you. Look at what.
Bro, he got 2 players.
How did you get their money up then?
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, long story short, what I want to
do
say
research, look at what Bayern spent in that same time period compared to what their competitors spent, and look at who they bought their players from. Not only do Bayern strengthen themselves, they do it by weakening the opposition. So they buy from the direct rivals.
That's what we call a big club.
Let me finish, Cass. I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to Mo. Okay? they not only strengthen their team by buying players, they buy from their direct rivals. Leverkusen, Mönchengladbach, Dortmund, Leipzig.
This sounds like Arsenal, you know. Manchester City, Chelsea.
Bayern, yeah, I get what you're saying, but Bayern normally does that. They didn't do it with Pep. He bought Thiago, Mario Götze, he didn't use, and then the next year
from where? A direct rival.
That's one. You're taking one player as an example and saying it, making it as a rule for Pep.
That's the first season. What about the next season?
He bought Mahdi Ben Atiyah from Juventus,
from where?
Bro.
Okay.
And he didn't buy anybody from Dortmund.
I can't believe this conversation. How dare Pep spend some money at a big club that's been winning?
Did you not see? I need some Cass. Salute me for that. I heard it. I just let it go over my head. I think whatever. Man.
Can I?
Winning a treble does. You managed to let things like that just slide by.
One player that Pep signed that was a superstar. When I mean a superstar, I mean a Ballon d'Or winner, a Ballon d'Or nominee before Pep managed them. A player he bought.
Good question.
The only one I can think of who comes close off the top of my head.
Yep.
Okay, I'm talking about this whole time as a manager, yeah?
Yeah, all time.
The only one that comes close to someone that could be a nominee for Ballon d'Or is Erling Braut Haaland.
No, maybe Ibrahimovic.
Only
he didn't. Did he buy it, bro?
Yeah, he did.
So,
he did at Barcelona.
And
but actually, Ibra, by the time Ibra wasn't actually.
Wait,
Thierry Henry went before his time.
He did. You're right, because he came in for
Zlatan was not a nominee for Ballon d'Or in 2009 when he went to Barcelona. By the way, he wasn't.
I think Erling probably was when he came to City.
He wasn't. He was at Dortmund. No,
and
he was crazy at Dortmund.
He was like
exactly. He was crazy at Dortmund.
He was crazy at Dortmund, man.
You're asking leading questions. You know what you're doing. Stop it.
Even if he was at a club, like, I know this ain't got nothing to do with the stream. We've done it. We do this for the last few streams. We talk about something random before we go into the topics, but it's just like, so what if he spends money? Who gives a shit? Every successful manager's had to spend money. How dare Arteta spend over 700 million to get where he wants to play bridesmaid in the league? How dare he?
Do you know what? Someone said it earlier, yeah. It was on Talk Sport, and I think that Rory, the Chelsea fan, had said basically that.
I love him.
Do you know what? Today, actually, I think the guy's a tool. But today, on the show I was listening to, I actually thought, like, yeah, he was speaking a lot. Like, when you listen to him for a whole show and not just get 30-second snippets, he speaks a bit more sense still. He was talking about Klopp and Pep, and he was saying that you get more bang for your buck for Klopp. He was saying, for me, Pep is the best manager, but bang for your buck. And they said, what do you mean by that? He said, well, like, Pep, you give Pep the resources he needs, he will achieve you everything. Yeah,
I'm with you.
And do you know what? I've always said this because, like, if you are that good, and let's be clear, right? He's earned that because at Barcelona, he didn't get given loads of money. Yeah. He came up when they weren't in that good a place and won them the treble his first season. Yeah. He changed a lot of things at Barcelona. He earned the right to be given money. Now, in any walk of life, yeah, if you're good at your job, you don't walk into a shit establishment or a shit company and go, oh, yeah, I've got a load of shit employees and I'm fine with that. If you are that good, you'd say, what are my objectives? No problem. To achieve those objectives, this is what I need, right? And I will achieve you those objectives. He's earned the right to be given that. And I think that's the way it is. It's simple as that. I don't think any City fan would ever deny that we spent money. Like we spent money, but now we're as a business, we are now self-sufficient.
Yeah,
and that's what any business should do.
Pep has spent money, but everyone spent money. But I believe, if you gave Pep a crop of players, and said, you've got these players for the next 5 years, you can't add to this team or take away, he'll still be successful.
Yeah,
I think he's a great manager. Yeah, he has spent money.
Yeah.
He's been in positions at Barca, Bayern Munich, and at Man City at big clubs. That's just the way it's happened. But nonetheless, Pep is one of the few managers I think if you put him at Luton Town and gave him 5 years, they would be a decent club.
Yeah. I agree with you. Tactically, there's no doubt. I think that's the one thing I've learned over the last few years. Because, by the way, just to let everyone know where I was when we got Pep, I was one person that was like, I get what people are saying because he joined the Bayern Munich team that had just won everything, right? However, he brought Bayern Munich into a new era. Like, they just won everything, but they were aging a bit, and he changed the style of football they play, and he brought them into a new era. At Manchester City, I have seen him develop as a person. I've seen him adapt. I've seen what he does tactically. The guy's a genius. And anyone that thinks he's a checkbook fraud, then you don't watch enough football. So
yes, more than
Wave says at the same time, I'm putting my money in Pep's hands, and then alludes to say it's Michael Edwards who is a value for Buck as well.
Real talk. He's a banging.
Talking of money. There's another signing that's been bought for a lot of money, and he's already injured. There's Chelsea injury crisis at the same time. Ziad, what are you saying, man? It's just not looking good, man. I'm looking at Bournemouth away and thinking, "Rah, do you even get points?"
Really?
Lavia's a huge blow, isn't it? You got to say that. I think you're excited to see maybe a Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo type midfield.
Yeah, it's peak. It's not looking good so far, Chelsea, man. Manager's getting wrong. Lavia's injured, even though he wasn't fit to play anyway. But just injury in training, hard tackle apparently. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. I don't know what Poch has got ready for us for Bournemouth away.
Left wing, trust me, that's what he got ready.
Who was the hard tackle from? It wasn't Caicedo, was it?
It's just training.
Stop it, Daps.
I don't know why I don't know why everyone's on Caicedo.
There's only room for one DM round here.
I don't know why everyone's on Caicedo, bro. People that I know we hurt Liverpool fans with him, but why are
brother,
people
can I ask,
Caicedo?
Can I ask a question, brother?
Go on, brother. Talk to me.
So you see me, I watched Chelsea maybe 5-6 times this year, and still I'm unconvincing with Enzo Fernandez.
Well, you just don't watch football then. I don't know what you watch. You don't watch football with your eyes. I don't know what you watch football with.
Maybe you watch my bad eye.
Yeah. Maybe you watch it, turn around to the other side of the room. Man.
No, what I'm saying, seriously though, I hear a lot of good stuff about Enzo Fernandez, but like, is there something I'm missing? Like, he's won like 4 games in his Chelsea career.
Yeah, but it's not. What kind of stat is that, bro? Like, have you seen Chelsea in the past year, in the past 6 months?
I've seen them about 4 times.
What do you expect him to do? What do you expect him to do in the team that, like Chelsea, worst ever season? He still performed last season. He came in straight from the World Cup in one of the worst Chelseas, the worst Chelsea ever, and he performed. He done well in the first game against Liverpool, balled out. Like, he made the 105 million look cheap. He balled out, right? And then after that, I think since that game, the team has slowly been going down in terms of performances, and he's been shown he's had an impact. It's not a good impact because he's not having the best of decision making, passes. He's being played a little bit further forward than he was against Liverpool. So I think it comes down to the manager. I think a lot of what's going on right now at Chelsea comes down to the manager. Playing Chilwell at left wing, isolating our only 2 attackers in Sterling and Jackson. Enzo being put further forward.
Can I hold on? Can I ask you on that? Right. So, because look, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't really watch too much Chelsea.
I don't know why Mo's laughing, but go on.
I'm laughing for. I'm gonna let Daps talk, but I'm laughing.
You, I know you have an agenda, so what?
No.
I'm
Please let me ask you, because
Yes,
genuine
yes.
question, yeah. Because we had a show yesterday, and I was saying that I think either Caicedo or Lavia won't, and I think it's going to be Lavia, even more so now he's injured, won't get too much game time because I struggle to see how you're going to play Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo. Now, you've just said that they've been playing Enzo a bit too far forward. So, do you see those three working together?
I think in a 4-3-3 they can work.
All three? But
Yeah.
What, and all quite deep? All three of them quite deep?
No, I mean, look, you underestimate how hard Enzo works. He goes forward, he comes back. But one thing I've always wanted. Yeah, one thing I would like with the Enzo is that he can go forward, but he knows how to defend as well. Like he can defend. I don't want him to see him as a lone six, of course not, especially when you've got Caicedo and Lavia doing that. But listen, the way it is right now, and the way we're playing right now, no one fits. I don't know what we're doing right now.
I can't lie,
We
Jeff.
have
Before
to
you
switch
say
it up.
something though, man, please. How can you? Enzo Fernandez is a baller, man. I don't know how you sit there and say that
Baller,
you're unconvinced by him. It's not his fault. I can't lie. He's had to play DM and now he has to play attacker in. The guy can't even play the 8 role. Like, I think it's kind of harsh to judge him, maybe.
100%.
I'm just asking. No, I'm just asking because I think he's good. But what it was mainly for me, guys, if I'm being honest, is that I feel like he's overhyped based on what we've seen in the Premier League. He came with a big reputation from Benfica and the World Cup. But if we're being honest, I know Chelsea haven't been great for a year and a half now. But he seems to be immune. What was that look for, Daps?
Because this is waffle, bro. That's why.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Genuinely.
No,
No.
no,
My eyes.
Wait, hold on. Wait. They
My
have
look
been
is
great?
waffle, bro.
Huh?
Wait, they have been great. I said Chelsea
They haven't been
for a year
great.
and a
Oh,
half.
I didn't
So-
do no
so
look there.
where's-
Just
where's the
confirm.
Well, we
the-
haven't been great, but it looks like
So
you're trying to
where's the
find a
waffle?
way. You're looking to find a way to pin it on Enzo.
Well, he did cost 105 million pounds, to be fair.
No, what I'm saying
and
is,
he's performed.
no, I'm not trying to pin on Enzo. Like, he gets a lot of love from Chelsea fans. Okay, they say he's great. He's the best thing since sliced bread. But I haven't, me personally, from the outside
Sliced
looking
bread's
in,
overrated, by the way.
from the outside looking in, but I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm not seeing him
Scandalous.
with the same rose-tinted frames that you guys see him in. And I watch him play. He's just okay. And I don't understand why he's immune to everything. Like, the question of ever dropping Enzo, I'm not saying drop him, but it's something that will never rise. The Chelsea fan would never say, "Oh no, we need to drop him." It's like, no, he needs to start. But based on what is what I'm saying. And
Based
sorry,
on-
I had a question as well. You mentioned the 4-3-3 at Chelsea. Do you guys don't play a 4-3-3? You said in a 4-3-3, Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo. It sounds good, but does Poch play a 4-3-3? And do Chelsea ever play a 4-3-3?
I think he's saying that he wants him to.
He's played it before, and I want him to do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of Chelsea fans want that, though, Jess. I think a lot of Chelsea fans want that.
When you've got that quality of midfield in that team, I'm sorry, you've got to put them in. I'm not saying if you're forcing them in and then it's not working, of course, you can take one of them out and then do what you will. But as on paper, they're 3 quality midfielders and they should all be starting. And it works.
Enzo and Gallagher.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Not Gallagher. I don't want Gallagher.
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah,
Gallagher.
that's completely wrong.
No, 1 second.
Yeah.
You stay. You 1 second. I don't want. Stop mentioning Gallagher. Listen,
Wait,
I'm
what
not
do you mean?
I'm
If
not
we're
like the rest of the
talking
fan base. Yeah,
Wait,
I'm not
wait,
like.
wait. If we're talking about no, Ziad, be honest here. If we want to talk balance, right now, what's currently fit right now, even if Lavia is there, your current balance is Gallagher, who's actually more of an attacking.
Right now it's shit. What we're doing right now is shit. So whether it's Gallagher or Lavia, it won't make a difference.
He's your best attacking midfielder, Ziad.
Listen, what we're doing right now is terrible. Whether you put Lavia in for Gallagher or not, Poch has got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. I don't know what he's doing. If you look at the heat map and what
But
players,
Ziad, I thought Chelsea
you
fans thought he's the Messiah.
Who?
I don't know who told you that.
Yeah.
Pochettino.
Yes.
Pochettino.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
What Messiah?
Before that season started, we have been told Pochettino this, Pochettino that. He is the one who's going to win us the league. And then I'm not seeing one Chelsea fan now backing Pochettino.
Really?
I'll tell you, let me
Mo,
tell
Mo.
you.
Hold on, what Chelsea fan? Hold on. So, what Chelsea fan told you that? Because I think you exaggerated.
Don mentioned that.
He never
I
said
don't
they'd
remember
win the
who
league.
else.
He never said they'd win the league.
David.
Win the league.
No. He said not this year. He said because I asked a simple question. I said, is Pochettino the guy that will take you over the line? Maybe not this year, in the next year or the year after. And he said
Okay,
yes.
fair enough. Over the years,
He is.
okay.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
That's a different story. You made that out to be like we're gonna win it this year.
But if you're
That's what I
already
was
after
thinking,
4
yeah.
games questioning his decision making, Ziad, how
I'll
can
tell
you say
you,
he'll win the league in
I'll tell you why
years?
we're questioning it. I'll tell you why we're questioning it. Because he went from doing something in pre-season that looked amazing and that worked, and then by the first game of the season against Liverpool, it changed. And fair play to him, it looked like it worked, right? Liverpool with a lot of attacking presence and a lot of good players in that team, it looked like what he done worked. But you don't go to West Ham, and you don't go to Luton at home and Nottingham Forest at home, two of the worst teams in the league, and you play the same system. It doesn't make sense. So of course I'm going to question him.
I agree
Of course
with
I'm going
that.
to question him.
Even I would be questioning if that was 4 games in and that was Eric Ten Hag and he decided to go with a 5 at the back after he's been playing a certain way during pre-season.
It's a consistency. All fan and Chelsea fans are saying that, innit? It's the fact that we went from pre-season to.
Chilwell left wing is so baffling. If you look at your heat map against Nottingham Forest and also who was it? Nottingham Forest and somebody else. You see a lot of
probably
down the right hand side. What was Man United known for? Predictability. Why? Because it always used to go down the left hand side and not the right. So
we've got like 2 attackers on the pitch, and it's literally isolated. They're literally isolated.
I hear it, but he needs to change up. I think now you definitely he needs to change up the way he wants to play. I feel like he needs to be more. Do you remember his Tottenham team? His Tottenham team used to play a high line. If you see anything, who's got the most possession in the league right now and who's taking the most touches and taking the most shots? Guess who it is? Chelsea. Chelsea got very fast.
By the way,
they can't do it unless they drop Thiago Silva.
By the way, Cass, with regards to that stat, I did see that and I was like, wow, it's pretty crazy. However, I did see a comment with regards to Chelsea having the most shots. And what was it? Most shots and what?
Most shots, most possession, and most touches in the opposition third.
Yeah. So someone said that's because they always go behind. So they start applying a lot of pressure. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe so, because once you go behind, your a team like Chelsea
team will sit back and teams will
listen, I don't honestly, I'm going to be honest, I don't care about these stats, first and this, first and that, because we're playing shit and we're losing games. So I don't really give a shit about the first stat and first stat.
Bro, first in position, first in passes, first in chance creation.
I'm not an Arsenal fan, man. I don't care about those stuff. I'm not an Arsenal fan, man. I don't care about those stats.
Question regarding Chelsea. So outside of Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo,
and Gallagher,
what midfielders do you have? No. What midfielders do you have? So you
what's
got Gallagher.
Going on, bro? Stop mentioning Gallagher, man.
Why people?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like the other fan base. I don't hate the guy like the people do. Blonde Mount, and he's just a Lucasade bot or whatever people call him.
I call him Mason Mount with ADHD.
You could call him that, but like I don't think he's as bad as people make out to be. He just shouldn't be starting at the team. That's it.
Can I ask you something? Sorry, just Ziad. So Gallagher was amazing at Crystal Palace.
No, he was good until October. I watched that season, yeah.
Yes,
October, you know.
You're right. You're right. Actually, credit November. Really? Credit November.
Yeah, November. No, as a South Londoner, yeah, I have a stake in Crystal Palace. He was only good for that first part of the season. Look it up.
You never watched Crystal Palace?
Yes, I agree.
What are you talking about?
He fell off halfway through the season. I remember.
I thought he got called to the England squad, didn't he?
You never watched Crystal Palace, Mo?
Why is it not allowing me to highlight this?
I do. He got player of the season.
Mo, you got to change your question. Now you got to change your question.
Let me do this.
No, I'm not.
You man, this is a Brighton fan, by the way. You man spent 150 million on Caicedo. We haven't even spent half of it yet. Still finna knock you out. The caravan is high at its peak, fam. Oh yeah, you lot got Brighton, innit?
Bro, he's a Brighton fan, so he's clearly still bum hurt. We took Caicedo and we didn't give him back Colwell. So
I promise you they are not.
I promise you they are. I promise you they are. Don't say wallah, man. Of course they are, man. They were begging over Colwell the whole summer, man, and we got both of them.
Watch them
play. Brighton, man. We're gonna knock them out as well, bro.
Oh, you seem a little rattled by Brighton, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
we've been pretty press resistant till now, but Brighton has just done something to you.
No, it's just that I'm not having Brighton fans piping up when we took 2 of their best players. So I mean, It's fine.
Right, and rattling a few London teams I've noticed.
They will be rattling no one when we knock them out in a couple of
Oh,
weeks.
I've seen
we do
West
the
Ham.
other
I've seen
super
West
chat?
Ham and Chelsea both get rattled by Brighton in a matter of days.
Yeah.
But-
Anyway, long story short, you're saying that you don't rate Gallagher, right? But you rate.
I don't know, I
Lavia.
never said that. I
but
never
he
said that. I
doesn't
never
hate
said
him
that.
neither. He
I
said
don't hate
he's
him.
not. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
so
yeah.
you're okay with him being in the
He
squad?
should. Right now, we have no other option.
Well,
he shouldn't be
you
starting.
kind of do. You do have one thing. I
Cole
think
Palmer.
Cole Palmer in the
Cole
10.
Palmer.
Play and don't, but not in the 4, not in the 8. You got to play 4-2-3-1. Cole
Yeah.
Palmer in the
Palmer.
10.
That's
Sterling
exactly,
has to stay on the right hand side and just trust Madueke or Mudryk, one or the other, to go on the left. Because Chilwell,
Yeah.
when you're talking about goals and chipping in with assists and working harder that way, tells me Poch has said, "I'm going to plan. I'm going to stick you there."
And what
I
would you
don't
do
know
with
what- I don't know
Chilwell?
what-
Would you push Chilwell back to being left back?
Yeah, man, put him left
Yeah,
back.
right, cool. Yeah,
Put him
yeah.
left back. If he don't
He
perform,
doesn't
we've
trust
got
the defense
Cucurella.
yet.
If he doesn't,
Yeah, it's very obvious. He does not trust the defense enough to put Chilwell at left back and Thiago Silva in a back four. He doesn't. There is a reason why he plays Colwell, which is a center back, at the left back, and put Chilwell up top, because Chilwell is creative, but can be from the left back. But he doesn't have two good center backs to play back four. He doesn't. Or he doesn't trust him.
how would you? Okay, I don't know why he doesn't trust
Give
him.
me
If he
another
hasn't-
explanation.
I don't know
Why
if he
would he?
doesn't-
Why would he do that?
I'm not
confused
going to lie.
I
Sorry,
couldn't
I'm
tell
looking
you.
at it and I'm thinking, if I'm looking at this, and admittedly, I don't know all of Chelsea's players, so I am going slightly on what I've heard off of other people. But Thiago Silva, I know, is a cold defender, right? It's experience, can lead the line. All I hear about Colwell is great things, right? Chilwell left back. I think Chilwell's a very capable left back. Over the last few years, apart from his injury, I think he's been one of the best left backs in the Premier League. And then right back, Gusto looks quite good. So but then the key is that if you are playing a back four, but then you've got Caicedo and Lavia or Caicedo and Enzo or sat in front of them, that sounds more than enough defensively to me, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie.
I'm not
It's
having
not.
this trust.
Yeah,
It's
Cole
not that.
What do you
because
mean it's not? It's probably one of the best
Let
midfielders
me,
in the
let me
league.
tell you, no, it's not. So
Of course.
Thiago Silva playing in a back four is not protected enough. Chilwell is very
Caicedo and Lavia or Caicedo and Enzo. in
Caicedo
front
and
of him.
Enzo.
Yeah, I'll
Can
tell
you?
you the problem. So he I don't know why he didn't try that, but I think if I'm a coach, I wouldn't play Thiago Silva in a back four. If I'm having the position and my team is pushing forward and I have a high line, Thiago Silva in a back four, he's slow, he's old, he cannot play in a back
We have
four.
the
in a
Sassy,
transition.
Mo. We have the Sassy.
Okay, so
He's garbage.
so you're gonna bench. So the question is, so you're gonna bench Colwell? Is
Why
the
would you
question?
Well, I'm
Yeah.
confused. Why would you
See?
bench Colwell?
See?
Is she playing forward at the back?
Math don't matter.
Sorry. Am I
Do the
missing
math,
something?
bro.
No,
You're
no,
playing-
no. So
you're
what you
playing
say?
Colwell,
So
you're
where
playing
would you put?
Colwell left centre back. You're playing Chilwell left back. You're playing Disasi right centre back, and Gusto right back.
Oh, and
Well,
no
so back-
Thiago Silva. So you're dropping
So no
Thiago
Thiago
Silva.
Silva.
Thiago Silva. The
Sheila?
fact that
Right, okay,
Badiashile
cool.
is injured, but the fact that Thiago Silva wasn't given captain or vice captain, and he's turning 39, it's a given he's going to be frozen out
Oh,
of the
okay.
squad.
So
That's
you
fair,
agree? I
that's
agree
fair,
with
yeah.
you then. No, that's
That's
it.
fine.
So
That's
we
fine.
agree. So we agree. So no
We
Thiago
signed
Silva,
we
that's
signed
good.
we signed Disasi for 40 million, who the scouting department have got him in and selected him. If they put him in and he doesn't perform for whatever reason, we look back at the scouting team. Like we
So-
got to trust the scouting team.
like
So
something
the
about it,
conclusion is he must be someone who doesn't trust Colwell and Disasi next to each other,
How do you know he doesn't trust him if he hasn't tried them?
because he
wouldn't
doesn't.
play
Because
back
he hasn't
five,
tried
bro.
He would
them.
have
No,
played
but he
them
hasn't.
because
He hasn't tried it. But he hasn't tried them. So why is it? Where's his trust issue coming
Bro,
from?
you play against Luton and he put the three center backs together, bro.
We played against Nottingham Forest and he done the same shit. Yeah, I don't know what's
So
wrong.
he
with-
doesn't. So that's how.
So
terrible it
Badiashile.
is, bro.
So we got to hope Badiashile comes back and a left-footed player plays right centre back. I don't know what he wants to do, but he can't keep going with this Chilwell left shit and then isolating our only two attackers. It can't work like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
That is
You're right. I
that is
agree with you.
concerning. If
I
I
agree.
see now the fact that we got Cole Palmer
I agree.
and he
with you.
looked very good when he came off the bench. If we don't play him in the 10 and a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, whatever, just don't play that left wing Chilwell shit, I'll be concerned against Bournemouth. And I'll probably end up running on the pitch and headbutting my man. Because I know what I'm going to see. I can't watch that anymore. Bro.
I mean, don't run on there and headbutt him. But
Yeah, I want to do that. You have to be that.
Shout out Michael Ramsey, my guy. Yeah.
Michael's saying Jess is right. Enzo's overrated. Waste man. Chelsea versus Liverpool drew because Klopp is the reason why the Chelsea match drew by not starting Nunes.
No, man.
Can we do the other super chat as well? I think you missed
Honestly,
it.
bro.
What's the other one? I didn't see the other one.
The Ted Bakes. Did you do that one?
Where? No, I can't see him for some reason.
Oh, okay. So Ted Bex is saying Enzo is another James Rodriguez. Unpopular opinion.
Do you know what?
I mean, respect James Rodriguez.
Do you know what's funny? Yeah, you know what's funny. We went from like Enzo Fernandez out of all players for people to start pinning the blame on is hilarious, man. Are you not just jealous of him or
Bro,
what?
we're not. You're not
you want
understanding.
you want
We're
him in
not
your
blaming
team?
him.
You want him in your team? Do you want him to sign your?
No.
I don't get it. Are
I
you
think
upset?
you're
He
very.
chose-
Ziad, you're very sensitive. Sorry.
No,
sorry,
I'm not
sorry.
sensitive,
You're
but I
very
find it funny. I find it
Brother,
funny how you're
We're
blaming
not-
Enzo.
You're not hearing what
Can I
we're
speak,
saying.
brother?
You're just rattled and sensitive. We are not saying.
I'm
we're not
chilling.
saying he's
No,
a bad
do you know what? I've got to say that I need to stop. He doesn't seem rattled, bro.
I'm
Let's not
chilling,
let's
bro.
not
No,
talk.
no,
Let's
because
chill.
please,
Chilling,
he's
chilling.
cutting me off. Dabs, he's not letting me even
Okay,
finish
talk.
the
I'm
sentence.
gonna mute my mic.
Yes. We're not saying Enzo is bad. We're saying Enzo's a good player, but the way you guys talk to him about him is like he's a Ballon d'Or winner or something. That's what we're saying.
This is
the
what
way-
I'm saying.
the way-
This is what I'm
The way
saying.
I talk about him is as if he was one of the best midfielders in the world. Yeah, and he is.
Exactly.
So-
See,
and
that's
he
what I'm
is.
talking about.
And he is. What's the problem? And he is.
Exactly what we're talking
And
about.
he is.
Can I speak, guys?
So you're
Please.
telling me with a straight face, Enzo Fernandez is not one of the best midfielders in the league?
No,
And
he
the
is
world.
not. No, he is
أعوذ
not.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Wallah, you're high.
لا إله إلا
Wallah,
الله.
you're high. Name me a Premier League team that Enzo Fernandez doesn't start for.
You know what?
Brighton.
Kovacic, Daps.
Kovacic
Yeah,
is
bro,
better.
bro. And
It's
look,
not
I'll be
Kovacic.
100. I'll
I
be
rate
100,
Kovacic.
bro.
I like
No,
Kovacic.
I know you do, but I'll be honest, yeah. I get what Jess is saying, right? I'm not here to say nothing too much about Enzo Fernandez. I never really have, right? Because I haven't seen enough of him. But the only people that I really see truly rating Enzo Fernandez is Chelsea fans, right?
That's it. These people.
You know what? I just
I'll
can't.
be honest, bro. I have no
honestly-
doubt that listened for him to go at that price. I have no doubt. I saw him in the World Cup. He's very good in the World Cup, but in the Premier League so far, if I have to go with what I've seen of him in the Premier League, yeah, I'd pick Kovacic over him, bro. But
let me ask
I'd also be clear
Go on, then.
that in City's best 11 this season, I probably also wouldn't start Kovacic.
Can I ask Cass a simple
Yeah, but
question?
No,
World
no.
Cup, Cass. World Cup, sorry, Ziad. World Cup, Cass. Honest to God, not because Amrabat is your player. Who was better at the World Cup as a midfielder? Enzo Fernandez or Amrabat? Honest to
both.
God.
I'm gonna lie, both of them are as good as each other.
Who was
It's
better?
only Chelsea make noise about Enzo.
No. But with Ziad, I can't lie. Like I agree with Ziad.
Okay,
I
so
think-
we agree with you, Cass.
This
So
is
hear
the
me out.
howler.
Hear me out. I asked you a
This is the
question, Ziad.
howler.
I'm just gonna follow up. You said both
Okay.
were good. Have we ever said Amrabat is one of the best midfielders in the world?
I can't lie, bro. I can't wait
The
for
guy
this.
plays for Florentina, bro, and now he's coming to Man United.
Bro,
I'm
he
not-
played for
I'm not-
Chelsea. Enzo played
I'm
for
not-
Chelsea, bro.
I'm not
You're
judging.
listening.
No,
You're
I
not
am
listening
listening.
to yourself, bro.
I am. Wallah, I am. Trust me. I'm
Oh,
not judging
Ziad.
Enzo on what he done in the World Cup. I'm
Ziad,
judging
Ziad,
what I've seen
Ziad,
for Chelsea
I
week
agree
in,
with
week
you.
out.
Enzo starts for every single team in the Premier League.
100%.
100%.
And also one thing
that hole in Man City, I can't lie, I wouldn't want to see it.
Also,
wouldn't-
Kaz, yeah, I want to say something quickly. Chelsea 12 last season, Potter, shit, what not. The last player I'm gonna sit here and allow you to shit on is Enzo Fernandez. Cool, Mudryk.
I hear that. I hear that.
Well, actually, there's
Enzo
one team he wouldn't
Fernandez,
play for.
it
I can't
stinks
lie,
of
there's one
agenda.
team he wouldn't start for.
Can I just say that wasn't the topic of the that wasn't the topic
Yeah.
of the show. Jess,
Yeah, I know, I know, it's
you
fun.
brought up Enzo.
He's probably
You
upset.
did this, Jess.
He's probably upset because he starts for
Only-
Arsenal. I
to be
don't
fair,
get
the only team he doesn't start for me is Liverpool because they got like a McAllister, and I think they're kind
Come
of the
on,
same-ish
man.
type player. No, they
Yeah,
are. No, I
But
like
he's better than him.
everything.
But he's better than him. So
I'm
Can I
sorry.
say-
I'll repeat
Yes.
what I said. In a
McAllister,
best city, I'm talking in a best Manchester City.
I think Enzo's sick though. You start for us all
In
day.
a,
know
in
what?
a- in a
I feel
best
sorry for
Manchester
Enzo, man.
City, in a best Manchester City, I wouldn't play Enzo, right?
So
But if
who's
we're
your
talking-
midfield then? Who's your midfield
For,
in your
for
best
me, I'd
city?
go with in a best city. I would go with Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, but Bernardo Silva's off the right, isn't he though?
No,
Bernardo
he played
Silva
on the
is
left.
off the-
No, summer last season he played on the left, bro. He plays on the
I'm
left
saying-
and
I'm
right.
talking about in midfield. So you're playing
Yes, he
4-2-3-1.
plays on the left and right in midfield.
Are you talking about in midfield? That's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
But what,
yeah.
what I'm gonna say is, I feel sorry for Enzo, man. He probably should have went to Real Madrid because if you man are treating him like this, based off what Chelsea are doing, that's just sad, man.
Yeah, no, I
And that's
hear
a
it.
valid point. And that is a valid
He
point.
deserves he
You lot
deserves
are
much
killing
more
him.
than what you
Yeah,
lot are giving him.
you lot
You
are
lot are
killing
doing
him for
too
sure.
Maybe
much.
that'll
It's
be
too
why he
much.
leaves.
No, I expected because he's got agenda in Chelsea. But bro,
Can I speak,
Arsenal.
Can I speak, guys?
I want to wrap this to the next topic because it's about your midfielder next.
Okay, I just wanted to say, because we've been on here for what, 44 minutes, and you guys haven't given me a chance to plug my podcast. People, my
Go
name's
through.
my name's Jess, aka Wrong Strong. If you want
As
to
you can see.
if you want to see more of me, I've got some friends who I do a podcast with, and it's about football. We're not club specific. We have a Tottenham fan, Arsenal fan, even a United fan. Like, they actually exist. So head over to Armchair Gaffers for some
In the
more of
description.
me. It's in the description. And if you want to see me in person, I'm all over South London, like in High Streets, just preaching the gospel of 442. Because people, I'm telling you, 442 is all. 442 is all we need. Okay, forget all this fancy shit. Forget 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 3-5-2. We don't need it, guys. 442 is all we need. And if you believe in me in 442, you subscribe to Armchair Gaffers, people. Thank you.
I think 4-4-2 is still used though, but just defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you're done. All right, let's talk on Thomas Partey though. Jess, man, talk to me about this guy, man. Another letdown for your club, man. I've seen you know what is why I brought this up? Because I'm seeing social media saying I would get rid of him in January. This is social media. And to be fair, a couple guys that we know that support Arsenal they basically had enough of this guy always getting injured and letting you lock down. When you need him, he seems to go missing. You know what I mean? Like, there's another long injuries out. It's another guy that's just filling up space potentially. You're happy with Declan Rice, I can assume. But what do you think overall? Because I think Thomas Partey is wicked, isn't it? But his injury is a bit. Sometimes you got to think about the club. In my opinion, it's like Pogba. Pogba was a great player, right? But he's always injured, bro. It's like Marcel. He was a good player and he was fit, but he's never fit. Get rid of him. That's the way I look at it. But what would you do personally?
I'm glad we've gone to Thomas Partey right after the Enzo thing, because the point I was making about Enzo Fernandez was I believe that it's mainly Chelsea fans that rate him, and I feel like maybe Thomas Partey is in the same category because Arsenal fans love him. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of Thomas Partey at all. You know, if he can only play 20 games a season, those 20 games are going to be really good games. So I'd keep him personally. I think Thomas Partey is one of the. I think Thomas Partey in world DMs is top 10 easily.
Yeah,
so,
I agree. I think he's sick.
Yeah. So, like, injuries, you can't help it. It's the Ghanaians in London. They've cursed him. They've got him going out every night to these stinking Ghanaian parties, and that's what's causing the injuries. I think if he can stay away from the London Ghanaian community, he'll be okay. But me personally, I'm happy with young TP5.
Someone's got wind blowing into their mic again.
Is it me again? Is it me? Is that better?
I can just double check it one sec. Yeah, it's definitely you.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think Thomas Partey's great, and you do need him for the season. But I don't know about you lot. For me, I'm just thinking just from what I can see from the outside. Obviously, when it comes to this summer, next summer, I'd be getting rid of him. Personally, I'd be getting rid of him and trying to shape something new. Because I think
you would say that. You're a Man United fan.
Because one, he's catching on with age. Two, he's always getting more injuries. And three, I think Arteta I'm trying to think what Arteta kind of trying to think right now. I think he looks at the six. His future six is Declan Rice. That means you'll probably be potentially looking for a bad boy 8 come next summer. Just to fill in.
They got Kai Havertz. They don't need a bad boy.
But why would they want to? Hold on. Here's the key.
Whoa, 65 million, 300 grand a week.
How much would they get for Partey, please?
21.5 if Saudi Arabia back him.
So why the hell would you get? Why would you get rid of him? Why would you get?
I'm in no rush to back him. I like him.
I look. He's been playing before he got injured, and we don't know how long he's injured for yet. Yeah, he was playing on the right, so that shows that he can be versatile, right? He can definitely play, and I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cass. If I was to ask you who Arsenal's best midfield is, you would probably still say Partey.
Rice and Erdegaard. But the issue is, it's like he sees Rice as the 6.
I hear you, but you have to have. Bro, what if Rice gets injured? Then what?
Jorginho.
Kai Havertz, man.
What is a 6?
Play Kai Havertz wherever you want, bro. He's at 65 million, 300 grand a week.
Daps, he's had that option and he stuck Partey at right back. You know what I mean? He's had that option to have him there, and he tried the system.
But that's because of the injury to Timber.
But he
If
keeps
Timber
getting
didn't get injured, where would Partey have been? Probably in the
Yeah,
6 and then Rice in the 8 potentially.
He's not discrediting him, but every time as an Arsenal player, as an Arsenal team, they want to elevate themselves, right? And every time they get into that point where they want to elevate themselves, he seems to get injured.
But you'd get rid of Partey before you get rid of El Nani.
No, because I think El Nene's going anyways. They got their defensive midfield is quite bloated right now. I can see Arsenal going to get. I think Jorginho moves on next summer, and I think you'll get a new DM anyways. But I also see you getting another centre mid, but unless Emil Smith Rowe or Fabio Vieira starts working out, because I feel like he might go with Fabio Vieira potentially if he can keep up this potential and look as good as he has done when he's come on and done substitute performances. But I can see them going to get some sort of young DM that could be an understudy to Rice potentially, and I can see them going for an 8 because I just don't see any love between Arteta and Partey. I'll be honest. There was rumors of him leaving anyways. It took to the end of the window for nothing to like. There was Juventus there. There was Saudi Arabia there. Like his contract's running out. Why has he got no new deal?
I just feel like you want to. There's other things you want to address first. Like I hear what you're saying, but I'd address an 8. We just said it before, an 8.
I'm sorry. How can you address an 8 when you've just signed Kai Havertz?
No, bro, let's forget that because
I'm being serious though. They just spent 65 million on an 8 who can play attack as well. What more do they want in the 8?
Bro, Liverpool just got 4 8s. Yeah, sometimes you can get more than one.
So they're gonna get another 8, and where are they gonna play Havertz off the bench?
Oh, for me, but I'm going by me personally. Havertz is a squad player, right? Havertz is 100%. A squad player for them.
We try telling Arsenal fans that, but they don't listen.
But for me, if I'm looking at Arsenal at the moment, next transfer window, then before I even consider replacing Partey, because Partey is still a very capable when fit, and we don't know what this injury is, a capable 6, right? I think they need to address the right wing first. I think potentially they need to get another 8. That's potential because, Havertz might come good. Smith Rowe might step up and come good. Vieira might come good, right? So they might not need to. By the end of this season, the 8, they might not need another 8. I think they probably still deep down in the next transfer window might be someone like Ivan Toney, right? So far we're looking at a right winger and potentially a forward. And my biggest issue at Arsenal at the moment, it probably is Saka. Rotation, but after that would be defensively with Timber injured and Tierney going out and Partey now injured. I'd look to bring in one more defender and Holding going. So before you look at addressing and getting another 6 in, I'd be looking at addressing right wing, forward, potential 8 and squad another defender.
Though. Squad players are easy to get.
I don't think that. Well, you can't just go and get Saka. If you want to be able to rest Saka, it has to be a good squad player. It can't just be you can't go from Saka to.
I can see Arsenal getting a centre back option in January alone as a like before. I think is that not what they did with Kivior? No, in January. I think that's easy to fill in back up. They don't need a lot of Arsenal don't need a lot of first teamers. They go get Ivan Toney. Jesus is just gonna bitch, and he might even go right wing. How about that?
And Nketiah as well.
And Nketiah's just got his new deal. I mean, he could potentially move on next summer, but I think he's repaying the favour a little bit. But I think the Arsenal fans quite love him at this moment of time, from what I'm seeing. So,
I mean, what's the Arsenal's in the comments? What's the Arsenal's takes on?
Yeah,
this?
I don't know. I don't know. Would anyone in the comments actually logically get rid of Partey next summer due to injuries? Imagine the thing is, imagine he gets injured again. If he comes back and gets injured again, what are we saying then?
Keep him.
Why?
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I actually don't think this Partey guy matters for Arsenal now. I thought he would because he's your best 6, but your manager thinks otherwise. So your manager is molding Rice to play the 6, and you have Jorginho. So why does Partey matter?
I see it differently.
It's not based on my view, Jess. It's based on your manager, and it looks like Rice will be the 6 for the next 5-6 years.
As I was trying to say, Mo, for Pete's sake, when I see Partey playing right back, I don't see him playing right back. Arteta had one of his cryptic interviews the other day, and he talked about a large number of formations. Is it 30 or like 50 different? Something crazy, yeah. So when I see Partey playing right back, cool. That's the defensive shape, the 4-4-2. When we're playing our 2 backs of 4. However, when we're playing, Partey isn't playing as right back.
He's John Stones, basically.
Yeah. So when we have the ball, which is most of the game, Partey's in that midfield alongside Declan Rice.
So
So
when you're defending, what position is he playing?
I've already said that. That's the first thing that I said. He
Yeah,
wasn't
so he's
paying
playing right
attention.
back. So he's playing right back then. Yes or no?
As I
Okay,
was saying.
it's done.
So, as I was saying before the terrorists interrupted, Arsenal generally most games have most of the ball. Okay, so therefore, Partey will spend most of the time in the midfield where he plays. I see what Arteta is doing, and guys, call me blind, call me deluded. I trust the process. Arteta knows more about soccer ball than
After
I
4
will
years.
ever.
So
Did you just call it soccer ball?
Yeah.
Did you call it a process? After 4 years, it's a process still. I thought you're done. It's not.
So why are we here then, Jess?
Why is
Why
it
are we here
process?
then, Jess?
I'm
If
ignoring Mo,
Arteta
I'm
knows
ignoring
everything,
Cass.
Why
I'm
are we
talking.
here then?
I'm talking to the other two
I'm asking a
guys.
relevant question though.
We have names, bro.
Daps, do you mind asking him why is he calling it a process after 4 seasons?
So Cass said, "Why are you calling it a process after 4 seasons?" Not me.
Sorry,
Don't
Cass,
shoot the
why is it called a
messenger.
process? Because it never ends. It never
So
ends.
Cass, he said that it never ends.
Oh, okay. I'll just.
Rums, what
Cass
phase
said
are we in?
okay.
So I believe now, in the 5 phases of Arsenal, we are in. We've either transitioned into phase 4, or we are.
What a banter club, bro. Honestly, bro. Massive phases.
That was a question in the comments
Bro,
from
massive
Rums
phases,
98.
bro. Your
Hey,
manager's
hey,
been there for 4 years, bro.
Don't shoot
What are you on
the
about?
messenger. I saw a comment. I
I don't
responded
care,
to
but
it.
I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
Your manager's been there
Brother.
for 4 years, bro. What is happening?
Well, in those 4 years, we finished 8th, and then 8th again, and then 5th, and then 2nd. To me, that looks like progression. Another
So
question?
what about this season?
Well, the season's not over yet, brother.
No, but what are you expecting? What's your prediction?
I'm expecting, in terms of progression, to push Manchester City, the best team in the world, all the way one more time.
Do you see what he
And
did
then,
there?
and then if you don't do it,
Well, okay, so depending on where we finish. So if we give a good account of ourselves, okay, and miss out to Man City, who are currently the best team in the world, one of the best teams we've ever seen, there's no shame in that.
You see that one every time he has to mention best, just to adjust his point. It's like when
Best team of the land and all the
it's like
world.
when my man who beat George Groves. I'll beat George Groves
So,
80,000 in front of Wembley. Every single comment. Like, I get it.
Manchester
Bro.
City,
We get
yes,
it. We get
Manchester
it.
City,
This is
if
peak,
you
bro.
had to describe
80,000
them,
Wembley,
yeah,
man.
to describe them as, like, what would you describe Manchester City as?
No, you know what it is for me, yeah?
Yeah, missing the question. There we go.
No. They are the best in the world, but I don't need to hear
Okay.
that. You know what it is? It just sounds
Good
like an
times, man.
excuse. I would hear it like an excuse. You pushed them last season. You just spent another how much money and actually granted timber. You didn't replace it in depth as well. I call this window for you as a flop, personally, because you spend this money, and I don't get me wrong, it's cool, innit? You could spend money, you got it. But I feel like you could address a couple areas. Like, you didn't know Partey was going to get injured, granted, that you can't do much about that. But if you're going to let Tierney go, you should have a left back in. If you're going to let Rob Holding go, you should have another centre back in. Something should be in plan, in motion. Like, you want to see a process. I looked at you lot last year and I thought, you know what? Regardless of Man City being the best city, I looked at you as scary, bro. Like, as in Arsenal electric. You upgrade whatever you upgrade, and I think you lot could just go and just smash everyone again. Because I think you got the players, I think you got the system, and to be fair, I think your manager might have the minerals to go and do it. But I'm just saying, I want you to win the league this year because I don't want them doing the 4P, right? And it can still happen. You're only 2 points behind, it's nothing. But we go off performances of what we can see visually. So the way I look at it is, why do Arsenal fans not have no balls no more? Where's your cojones gone? Because the way I'm looking at it, you're all playing safe again. Like, I just don't like that. And I think I learned this from Daps in just before the Champions League final. The difference is with a team sometimes we call ourselves the 12th man. Sometimes you need to have the belief as a fan that you're going to go win it to manifest it, to go and do it. If you don't have that in the stadium, the players are not going to also feel that. So if the fans don't believe you're going to win because the players do watch social media and everything, then the team's not going to win.
This sounds great, Cass.
No.
This
But
sounds so
saying,
good.
I hear
I'm
Man
also calling
City,
you
but if
Cass Boris
we're deep
Johnson.
in it. No, but I'm not making an
What
excuse.
I believe has no bearing on what I believe has no bearing on how the team finished, because last season I was sure Arsenal were going to win the league from like October.
You weren't.
No,
you weren't.
No, I've got the tapes. No.
You might have said it. You didn't believe it.
Okay, that means nothing. You just saying that means nothing. Okay, so like I was saying, last season I was 95% sure from October Arsenal winning the league. Okay, I've got voice notes, I've got the tapes. It's all there, Cass. That you can say I didn't believe it.
Bro, but look, I know you, Jess, enough to know that you could look in someone's eyes and know if they believe what they're saying and what they're not. And I don't. I honestly,
no. What you're saying isn't true. You're just saying things. Yeah,
I'm not-
I was
I'm
sure
not-
Arsenal were going to win the league.
okay,
These
well,
are
if you
facts.
were, but I never saw that from you. I never
didn't
saw
even
that from
see
many
me.
Arsenal fans.
You didn't even see
But we
me
did a lot.
last year.
We did a lot of shows, yeah, and some of the things he was saying, yeah. I'll be
something
honest
out,
with you.
because I do a podcast every single week, rain, sleet, or snow. It's out there, and I was sure we're going to win up until like the last 4 weeks of the season, even when we were 6 points behind.
Okay.
Yeah, and anyway, lost my
This is
train
where
of
we need to
thought now.
start recording stuff in it. That's really.
Can I
the shit.
ask you something
We need to
straight,
start
Jess?
recording.
Is
Go.
Man City this year stronger than
Happening on
last
your
year?
computer.
Man City
If
this
you
year,
said
I would have
last
said
year in
no. I would
October
have said
that it's
no.
older,
I would
Let
have
me
said
fi-
no because they've lost
you're not.
Gundogan.
Yes or no?
They said no.
Let me no. I
Okay.
would have said no because it was Gundogan.
Ah.
However, seeing what they've done without Gundogan and without KDB, I wouldn't say they're stronger, but they're definitely not weaker.
But this is where this comes down to
What?
your team.
So
No,
they're
that
the
makes
same?
sense. No. Yeah. That's what he's saying. He
So
thought we got
let me
weaker.
follow up, Cass. I'm sorry. Let me follow up. Then last year in October, you said you're gonna win the league, and did you get stronger this year? The progression is you get stronger, right? So you should be able to beat this Man
Is
City.
Arsenal
Isn't
Arsenal got stronger this year? So
isn't that the logical
we
progression?
made 3 summer signings. Okay, one of which is injured.
Yeah, granted.
One didn't make us any stronger. These are the facts.
Who?
Made you
Who's
weaker.
that?
I'm gonna
What?
say we know who it is.
Okay,
And the
talking
third
about-
one.
No. I'm sorry. I want you. So you're analyzing it, but you just said 5 minutes ago that Arteta knows more than me and everybody here. He's the one who chose Kai Havertz. He's the one that chose Rice, and he's the one that kept Partey, and he's the one that loaned Turney. And you said your manager
That's on holding.
is always progressing. That's you saying. That's not
You know,
us.
no, can I add on by
Man
the way?
City
When did I
are the
say that?
same.
Before
Man
you
I say
just-
that because you put
What?
words in my mouth.
Yeah,
now.
man. Cook him.
Always progressing. He's always progressing.
No.
He's always progressing.
By the way,
One at a
no.
time, people. One at a time.
I don't want to criticize Arsenal because I still think you got everything to go and still win the league, right? I think you still got the players. You just ain't performed to that standard that we have seen from last year, of course. But the difference is, I said it myself, so this is on me as well, and I think a lot of Arsenal fans. The reason why we didn't win the league last year is because of Saliba, right? You got Saliba now. Technically, you got the same team plus a Rice, and just a less of a Xhaka, which I think Rice is better than Xhaka, and probably suits you a little bit more, anyways, in terms of defensive stability. So if City haven't got weaker nor stronger, then technically you got your Saliba, and he's not going to get injured anytime soon. God forbid he does, because injuries are horrible, and it just makes it can ruin your week or your month as a fan. And some of us lead to football, for an escape. That means you should go on and win it. That it's the same thing then. If they've got weaker, but technically you're the same with less injuries and the same type of injuries, hence Partey, you got capable enough DM now. You should go on and that's what I'm trying to say is have some accountability and just think like, yeah, you know what? I believe in my team. Because I'm sitting there right now and I don't think you believe in your team or your manager.
Do you know where I think one of the biggest things? So last night there was we don't know that if it's precautionary, we think, but Nathan Ake came off half-time with a hamstring injury, right? And people will talk about Kovacic, how he's came in and he's landed and he's looking really good, which he is, totally agree. Nunez, that's a bit more depth in midfield. Doku now gives us maybe something a bit more direct. But for me, one of the big, and this is a difference between, for me, City and Arsenal and City and Liverpool this summer, is you get an injury to one defender, yeah, and I can give you 3 examples. I can give you more, right? Liverpool, Van Dijk, right? Manchester City, multiple times with Vincent Kompany, once with Laporte. Arsenal last season with Saliba. You get an injury to one of your main defenders, right? And that can ruin your season, right? Now, last night when Nathan Ake got injured, because for me, last season, Nathan Ake was one of our best players. And the difference is Vardy, right? Straight away, there's your cover, right? That if he gets injured, we've got Vardy to come in. And this is for me where I think the difference is with Manchester City, that defensively, we are so strong. If there's injuries, we've got someone to come in. And I think that's the difference with Arsenal. And for me, I've said it before, when Arsenal did not replace Timber, I've looked at that and thought, big mistake, man. That is the one that's going to cost them. Because if you get one injury across that back four, I think it's going to hurt you really badly. Same with Liverpool. And I think that is the difference with City this season. We can talk about all the other players that have come in and out on both teams. I think defensively is where you can win and lose leagues. And I think Arsenal have not covered that. I mean, they had, and I was going to put Timber as one of the best signings of the summer. And it's really unfortunate.
They messed up with that one man. That one man they messed up with.
Can I say one thing, yeah? It's very dangerous ground when you sign a player, they get injured, and you sign another player, because then when that injured player comes
why
back,
let Tierney go? Why let Tierney and Holt? They let too many, like letting Tierney go when look, Timber can play left, right, or central, right? They let Tierney go, they let Holding go. I get what you're saying, bro. Maybe it'd be a season on loan. I don't know what the answer is. I'm not a scout, but when you got Timber, I looked and thought, oh, that's a big deal. They've got some defensive cover. The minute he got injured, and it's unfortunate. I don't know what the answer is, but the fact that you didn't rectify that, however, and maybe you have, maybe you've got a younger in the. I saw someone comment about a younger that they think might get more game time, but I just think with City, it's that having Vardiol, that if Diaz gets injured, there's Vardiol there. We've got Stones there. We've got Ake, Akanji. We've got so much cover. Walker's still there. We've got so much cover across the back, and I think that's going to be, for me, that's the most important thing, because you win and lose leagues with defensive injuries.
If I had to speculate and think what Arteta's thinking by not replacing Timber, it's just me speculating. I'd say he'd look at his right-sided options, so right back, right? Ben White, Tomiyasu.
Yeah.
Okay. And now he'll say, worst case scenario, I can also play Thomas Partey there, because he has.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm only speculating, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. He'll look at his left-sided options. He's got Zinchenko, Kivio, and again Tomiyasu, who covers at left back. Yeah. Again, guys, don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Then he looks at his left centre back. Okay. Starting is Gabriel. Yeah. If he's injured, he's looking at Kivio. Yeah. Okay. Left-footed centre back. Right centre back, he's got Saliba, and if he's not playing, he's probably thinking, "Cool, Ben White." So I'm just trying to get into the mind of Mikel.
I hear what you're saying, but bro, it's not that. I could have, in any season with Man City, I could have done that. And I could have started going, we've got Mangala, we've got Demichelis, right?
I'm just trying to make sense of what
bro, it's the quality of those players. And if you're being brutally honest, if we took one of them out, are you going to say that back four is still of a similar quality? I don't think you would. And that's the thing. It's the quality of the depth. And not that you haven't got depth. And it's the quality of the depth. Too.
You got Partey injury prone.
I said from the beginning, before I started speaking, before you start attacking me, that I'm just trying to make sense of what Arteta is doing from the outside looking in. And by the way, guys, some of you still haven't subscribed to Armchair Gaffers, so be sure to click the link in the description. I know,
and guys, smash a like on this video as well, please.
Oh yeah, smash a like. It looks just like this. I know a lot of you guys don't like me. You probably
not many of them like me either. So
it's cool, because I understand you people. You probably just have terrible lives and just angry about everything. But you know, but it's cool.
So we all
subscribe.
NLF says the treble winning team spent more than us this summer. We can believe we have we believe we can have a chance without being ignorant. We definitely can win it, but City are favourites. I mean,
last year I heard that
they sold everything as well.
At Man City, Daps, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I didn't verify this year. But prior to the season starting, I heard that Pep
Can you go 5 minutes without mentioning Man City? Is that
hold on? Let him ask his damn question. Come on.
Arsenal and Man City, they come together.
Come on, Jess. Come on.
It's all about Man City.
No, but we care about Man City. I care about Arsenal.
Hold on, we talk about Arsenal, bro. Let him ask the damn question. Go on, Jess.
It's okay. Never mind.
No, Jess, ask the question, please.
I just want you to verify this. It may or may not be true. I heard last season that Pep Guardiola has spent £500 million on defenders alone at Man City. That was before Guardiola. Yeah.
Probably.
I reckon it would be less than that, you know. But I mean, afterwards, I'll go and do some maths. But I think it would be less than that, bro. If I'm being 100, who's he bought?
Walker, Mendy's. That was 50 million.
So 50, that's 100.
What was Ake?
40.
What was
that's
Ruben
140?
60.
Yeah, about that. So that's 200.
50.
200.
Laporte.
Akanji. Gomez.
Akanji was 14. Gomez, bro, it's not going to be 500 million. I can tell you now. Yeah.
Mo, do the research, Mo, while we're here.
Go and do it. It will be less than 500.
Yeah, but even then though, like it's over 8 years.
I mean,
But-
ultimately, even if he had, and I'm pretty damn certain because we listed most of the high ones there, and it wasn't hitting close to 500. But even if he had, I mean, I've seen breakdowns of trophies per pound spent, bro, and like, come on.
Yeah, over 8 years is nothing when you deep
Oh,
it.
so yes. So all of this just to want to say that Pepper is favorite because he spends 500 million on defenders. Is that what is this going?
No, it was
Jess.
a question because we're talking about their defensive depth, and
So
I
what,
said,
what is the?
hey,
what is the
hey, let me
first
finish
question?
speaking.
What is it? What is
It was a question to my friend.
Yeah.
All it was. Well, you're not going to gaslight
Bro,
me.
but Jess, ultimately, if he had, and like I said, I'm not the best mathematician. I can't remember every signing. I think it will drop less than 500 for me personally, and I will look at it afterwards, and I'll confirm it on tomorrow's show. But
Even if you
I'm
did,
not knocking you, but I'm knocking any of Arsenal's spending. By the way, I'm actually very surprised. And when Timber got injured, I said, rightly so, Arteta should be allowed to go back out into the market because he's just bought a player, clearly for a reason, by the amount he started in pre-season and how good he looked in pre-season. You should be able to go and splash some more cash, right? Because if you don't, and that's why where you are, I think at the moment, and this is the thing, last night, when I put Havertz in one of my worst signings of the season, I did this on most of the players I put there. It's you spent 60, so Mount, United spent 60 on him. You lot spent 60, 65 on Havertz. Where could that 60 million have been spent wiser, right?
And the wages too. Yeah, no, you're facts.
It's where could that have been spent wiser? And I think, I mean, I'm not here to knock Havertz because I think as a squad player is fine. But I just think for you lot, I think you should have got another defender. That's all I'm saying. Simple
I
as
hear
that.
you.
Be like Brighton says, Chelsea trying to copy Brighton is like a kid with dyslexia trying to cheat on the English test. It's peak, fam. You man ruined Kukurea and you're gonna ruin Caicedo too.
Bro. So he's clearly rent free in his head, and bro, I'll see you in the Carabao Cup, bro. We'll send you.
I mean, I can't lie. You gave them a lot of money, man. Graham Potter, Kukurea.
They're gonna do nothing with it. We are so.
They got it nice.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
they
guys,
actually did.
They ain't gonna do anything. with it.
Ziad, the reality is.
Oh, so we're back to Chelsea
You
now, yeah?
gave him the money. You gave him. No, I'm just gonna answer because you just stated something. You said they're not gonna do anything with the money. They literally took your Korea money, got Stupinian, went to 6, and you went to 12. These are facts.
These are facts.
So just watch out what you say.
So what's this? What is that
Watch out
gonna
what you
do?
say.
500
What's that
million,
gonna
I think,
do for?
Jess,
What's
you're
that
right.
gonna do for them? When
I
we knock
was
them
right,
out?
yeah?
Yeah, about right.
Yeah,
I think
because
so,
I've got it here as
Guys,
well,
guys.
and that's not with everybody.
yeah, I think you're about right still.
What's that gonna do for them when we knock them out?
They're not gonna. When you knock them out,
And
you're
then
Chelsea, you should knock
and
Brighton
Hold on,
so-
where is
By the
it?
way,
Is it at the bridge or is it?
at the bridge.
Oh, it don't matter, man.
So you should actually beat them. You should.
Oh, we should. Oh, now we should because they're 6 and we're 12. Now we should beat them though.
Maybe.
Oh, come on, man.
No, they should.
Give
They
it a
got
rest,
maybe.
man.
They-
Now
they're
we
gonna-
should beat
Well,
them. though, but
you want to
they-
tell me
they're
that
the amazing
Chelsea, with
Brighton.
all this money spent, should not be beating
Oh,
Brighton
So
at
you
the bridge?
so
in the
say that in
cup?
the first place. The money spent. Don't hype up Brighton, shit on Chelsea, and then expect us to beat them. It
I'm
doesn't
not.
work like
You're
that.
the one
Oh,
who
you know
said.
what? Yeah, good thinking,
Cass-
man.
Bro,
Cass-
you shut on
Cass
Brighton.
is
You
the
shut
one-
on Chelsea.
No, I
gassed up
didn't.
Brighton. You
The
did.
guy,
You did.
okay, the guy sent you a super chat and you responded and said we are rent free in his head, and Cass told you you're giving them your money. This is it. And then
No,
you said,
I- and I
we're giving them the money, but we're better than them. And I just told you,
No,
you're not.
and I said,
You're not.
let's
You're
see.
not better than them.
I said, let's see if he sends the super chat when we knock him out. That's all.
Ziad, that was
We'll see how
that was
it
a Ricky return, by the way. But you know what? We have to might have to back and forth a little bit. Who is actually better, not as a player, but overall more effective, and who will be more effective in your minds? Caicedo or Declan Rice?
Declan Rice for me. in my
Declan
opinion.
Rice for me.
Yeah.
You reckon he's
because-
gonna have a better career as well? You reckon? Like overall, if Caicedo stays at Chelsea and Declan Rice stays at Arsenal for the next 5 years, who's gonna achieve more and who's gonna do more?
Caicedo
I'm
will win
gonna
more
say-
trophies.
I'm going to say Rice because Rice is giving me shades of Michael Carrick when he signed
Oh,
for
I was
United.
gonna say, please don't say Rodri, man. Michael Carrick, respect Michael Carrick, bro. What the? I'm out of this conversation. Talk on, allow it. Don't ever do that again in your life.
Yes,
But carry on.
Yes, have
Don't
you
do
got
that
some
again.
issues? Like, can a
No,
man
please,
not give his opinion
please,
without you
not
just
that
getting
one.
so stalled?
don't ever do that ever again in your
Let's
life.
talk
But go
about-
on, continue.
Continue, bro.
So what
Continue.
I'm saying is giving me shades of Michael Carrick, and what I mean by that, I'm not saying guys are
Well, they're both
misunderstanding
white.
what I'm saying. They're both white, yes,
Brown hair.
but I don't mean anything to do with how they play. They're different players. Okay, I'm talking about a player leaving from a Premier League club with Premier League experience to a better Premier League club. He elevates. That's what I was saying. You people are just so like. You people are just like.
I mean,
Shades of
Caicedo will win more at Chelsea than Arsenal, and then Rice will win at Arsenal because Arsenal don't win trophies. But we
Hold
do.
on. So do you think? Just I guess looking at the time, probably final question. What do you think the next trophy Chelsea pick up is and when?
Oh, by the way, I want to add something. Ab said, I guarantee, and he said he was betting on whatever he did. He said Chelsea won't go 5 years without winning a trophy. Be counting. Two's already down since you last won a trophy, by the way. So he's got 3 years left.
So that was a genuine question for me. What trophy do you see next and when?
This season, FA Cup or Carabao Cup. Hopefully both. Hopefully both.
Both. You're going for both.
Hopefully.
All right, fair answer.
We should be. I think we've got a good enough squad. I think we've got a good enough manager. If he patterns up this fucking left wing Chilwell shit, I don't see why not. With the injuries coming back, hopefully, I don't see why not. We can't win both.
I don't see you winning anything.
That's belief.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That belief should be in the bin.
I don't know why United are talking.
I mean, you're going out the Carabao Cup. Let's be honest. You're not winning the league. You're not winning. You're not even in Europe. So
you think Bayern are going to beat us?
Oh yeah, 100%.
We'll see.
Do you think you're going to beat Bournemouth?
Not if he plays the left wing.
But
shit.
that's what I'm looking at. Do you know what? But the reason why I said it is because I mean, I think you're going to beat Bournemouth, by the way. Let me be clear. I think you're going to beat Bournemouth. But it's just that I'm noticing that you're not confident against beating Bournemouth, but you're hella confident about beating Brighton. And I'm trying to work out, I don't know what's going on here.
If he plays his left wing chill shit, I take back everything I said, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, I can't continue with these things, bro. But I'm going off the belief of our squad, our players, the belief of the manager, what I think he can do, and what I've seen him do. Even if you don't want to say it's only preseason, we played some good teams and we played well. If he shows that off during the league, I'm not worried at all.
So what about Caicedo then? Back to the Rice thing. Why do you think he's better than Rice?
It's not necessarily I think it's better. I really like Rice. You know, the Premier League experience. He's done it for a few years, captain West Ham. I think he's a quality player. I just think Caicedo is probably, you can argue he's better, you can argue he's just as good. But I feel like in his Chelsea career and Rice's career at Arsenal, I think he would win more at Chelsea because we win trophies on consistent basis. Arsenal don't. They just pick up the odd FA Cup every 5 years. So I feel sorry for Rice.
Well, good show that.
What's your response?
I don't like speaking.
I haven't said anything.
I don't like speaking because your subscribers are lunatics. The panel are maniacs. And when you're a sane person in a room full of mad people, you look like the mad person, which is why I prefer not to speak.
I mean, you've got no response.
Mo, he's talking about you, bro. I'll be honest.
I mean, Mo looks like he's been hit by
No, I'm just waiting for this conversation to finish because I've just heard.
What do you think, Mo? What do you think, Mo? Rice or Arsenal?
Right. Who's closer to winning a trophy? Is it Chelsea sooner or Arsenal? I'll put my money on Chelsea, to be honest. I'm just being honest.
I mean, what's more likely, Arsenal winning a Prem?
Put my money on. You ask me in the next.
It's Arsenal, though. This is the thing. It's Arsenal. You can't rely on Arsenal to win Champions Leagues or Premier Leagues or Champions Leagues. You can't rely on Arsenal. Out of all teams in the league, you rely on Arsenal. Come on, man.
I'll be honest. I think Arsenal win an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup before Chelsea.
Okay, maybe. But
I don't think Arsenal win Carabao Cup because we don't try
and Rice.
That might be the FA Cup, but I think Arsenal.
About Caicedo and Rice thing, I think Rice does better this season because he's playing in an established team with an established system. The players around him will help him. The defense will help him. And he's already looked like he has been playing with them forever. Like he's like slaughtered in really good, playing really well, looking like everything is flowing around him. Him, Odegaard, Saliba, Ben White. They look like he's been together. Caicedo, for the 2 games we watched him, he looked like it. Does he cover this guy? Does he pass to this guy? He doesn't know Gallagher. He doesn't know Enzo. He doesn't know everybody around him. Which is, I think this takes a lot of time to know the pace of your teammate, where your team, what's the best foot, like what's the best angle for your teammate to pass to. And it looks like Rice is already there with a lot of people helping him. Also, it helped that Rice had a full preseason with Arsenal, or about a month, where Caicedo just came in and just played the Premier League. So I think Rice this season will have a better season than Caicedo. Maybe next season is going to be different. Maybe Caicedo won't be even at Chelsea next year. Who knows? But or he might be.
That'll be. We'll go in a full circle. That'll be Enzo going, not Caicedo.
Yeah,
No, but to be honest, like Chelsea, you have no idea. I've seen tweets today from accounts asking for Todd Bowley to be like,
don't take it serious.
Already, man. Bro, like already,
Don't
the guy is trying to buy. But listen, the problem is, fans are there. These are opinions. I'm a fan. The guy on Twitter is a fan. You are a fan, Ziad. So
I honestly would question some of the fans on there if they're there for likes or they're there for.
Well, they are fans as well. Some of them are game-going fans. You know what I mean? Like they are fans as well. It's just opinion is an opinion. But anyway, Rice, it might not be the better player than Caicedo, but I think internationally he has way more games with, if I'm not mistaken, with England. I think he's a more established player than Caicedo. Yeah, Caicedo had the last year thing and everything, but I think Rice looks like he's more comfortable at Arsenal, to be honest, than Caicedo in the first 2 games.
I can't disagree with that.
So pound for pound, if you had to buy a player like Mo, if your club, your broke club could pay for one of these players, who you buying?
I would buy Declan Rice as of now.
You are such a liar, bro.
No, as of now, I would buy Declan Rice. As of now, from what I watched of Declan Rice, I think he actually exceeded my expectations. I thought he would struggle, bro. I really thought he would struggle.
Yeah, to be fair,
he didn't make
light work of Serie A, to be
fair.
Well,
I'll be honest, I don't question Declan Rice's mentality.
Like the guy looks like I'm watching him and he looks like he has been playing there for a year or 2.
Do you know what you said? What you said there about how he's gone into Arsenal and he already knows the passes that people
fits like a glove,
want him to make. It fits. Well, I'll go one step further. I actually think that Rice is the type of player that would go to Arsenal and he wouldn't be he doesn't need instructions. I think Declan Rice is the type of player that goes to Arsenal and gives instructions the minute he gets there. Like he's not going there and being told demanding, bro. He's going there demanding. He's very similar to when Jesus and Zinchenko Jesus and Zinchenko went there straight away. We are coming from champions. We're not coming here to make up numbers. We're coming here to try and help achieve something. And we're gonna like Zinchenko and Jesus instantly were 2 of the people that were leading the talks because they believe in it and they will give instructions. They won't sit there quiet. And to be fair, I don't know enough about Caicedo, right? But for me, I'm just commenting on Rice. I think Rice is his mentality. I've said this all summer. Like I think the guy's mentality is elite. And let's see.
If I had to have
one player, over the past last year, if we go over if we go from the last year, Caicedo looked better, right? Caicedo looked absolutely sensational. But the way he played in the first 2 games, it looked like the manager doesn't know what to do with him. Everybody around him isn't suitable for him. This is why, as of now, it's just it looks like Rice. Rice is winning at the moment. Rice is winning.
Yeah, but that's Rice. But then we'd say that Rice has gone into a system that is already working, whereas Caicedo has gone from Brighton, that was definitely a system working, to going into a system that they're still trying to create. So at the moment,
that's what worries me about Caicedo. Like, is Caicedo a good individual, or is he just a system baller?
One second. I have had no problem with
he's gone into a Moyes system. I would call that more individual brilliance more than a Moyes system type player.
Yeah.
I don't think that's why I credit Rice. Like he going into a system and automatically, I can't lie, bro.
Apart from
he just passes sideways, bro. Go look how many forward passes he played against us.
Apart from West Ham, apart from West Ham, I can't.
If I had to choose one player for my club, for what I need in my midfield, I would have chosen Caicedo because we don't need no stiff players. Like I'm talking press resistant. I don't look at Declan Rice as press resistant, but what I would say right now, Declan Rice is that Declan Rice looks more effective.
Yeah,
you get what I mean? And that's why I'm thinking, like, bro, like he's making the 6 his own. I thought he can't play single pivot. Right now, he can.
I haven't had a problem with Caicedo since the West Ham game, where he came on. The game was already lost, and it was his first game in weeks.
Yeah, right. You know what Rice
apart
has
from
to do as
that,
well? Rice,
I've
all
had
he
no
has to
problem
do,
with him.
break up play, give it. That's it.
Yeah.
His job's
Yeah,
easy.
Rice is
this
good, man.
one-
Rice is good.
How about McAllister or Caicedo, ex-Brighton players?
This is-
I
woo-
don't know.
One's a DM, one's a centre
different
mid.
place,
yeah, I
different
was gonna
players,
say, like,
different players. I think McAllister's perfect for Liverpool.
But value for money, which one you think is going to be better?
Oh, I
for
think
the club?
McAllister's sensational value for money, bro.
Yeah, 30, you can't go wrong. 35 million.
35 million, 24-year-old. He's
I'd
gone
rather
in.
go get 35 million McAllister. Go get me Barella as well. Then how about that? That's for all that money. That's just what. See, even 100 million for Declan Rice and 115. If my club did that, I'd be pissed.
And look, the truth is, I had to take it with Grealish that when you pay a certain amount for a player, they get judged more.
Yeah, of course, that's the way it goes.
And the fact is, McAllister and sorry, not McAllister, Caicedo and Enzo, unfortunately, have cost money, so they're going to be judged to a different level. Has McAllister completely outperformed either of them? Probably not. No, but he cost a third of the price, so that's why the judge is going to be different.
But anyway, I think that's it for us today. I think we're going to wrap it up. Guys, there's still over 750 of you here. Hit that like button. Get us at least to 300. The like button is the bread and butter of this channel. This is how we get more subscribers. We reach more people and we get more people to watch us. And also make sure to subscribe to Armchair Gaffers in the description. Of course, with Wrong and Strong here, or Always Strong, Mr. Jess, or Always Wrong, whatever you want to call him. And Ziad, of course. Ziad, do you have anything to plug in?
you can go at my Twitter, Zizo_9000. That's about it. But make sure to show some love to Never. Yeah, I know, man.
And we'll get you on more, man. I like your take still. I like your take still.
Show some love to Never Foul. Like and subscribe. Show love
Thank
to
you,
all
brother.
the support
Thank
and all the channels in the subscription as well.
And you and Jess can meet up afterwards for a shisha and a shawarma, right?
And a shawarma, brother.
Yeah, there we go.
And anyway, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you, and we're out.
There you go.